Hey, greetings and salutations to you people of the interwebs. So we're on Wobbly Cam, that must mean it's kind of some kind of video response time. Um, bordersdude, the Mr. Clickbait of the Transformers UK YouTube community asks, is it a good time to be a Transformers collector in the UK? Well, it's always a good time to be a Transformers collector, no matter where you are in the world, does it not? But specifically, currently, yes. Now, this is an old argument that I will always have, is simply because I like Transformers, and so every year they make more Transformers. So that means every year there's more Transformers in existence to collect than there was the year previous. So therefore, every year is a better year than the year before. Um, but yeah, that's that's an old argument as old as time itself. So more specifically, as into where we're currently at, is I'll look at two recent pickups I've got. So this guy, the Alicon. Imagine that, deluxe class. Oh, getting a bit of lens flare. A deluxe class Alicon from Transformers the movie 1984, released in 2020. And I got this guy from Amazon, of all places. I was just bored. I saw it was in stock. I ordered it. It arrived the next day. That's pretty fucking cool, really. Or I do tend to prefer to use our hobby stockists, but yeah, it was just like, sorry, on Amazon, just bought it. There you go. Alicon. Brilliant. Great. And then this guy I picked up on eBay from a UK seller, Transmetal 2 Tarantulas. I've wanted this figure for ages. I've never seen it at a reasonable price. This wasn't a reasonable price, really, for what it is, but still, it was there. I bought him. He's fabulous. And this is an old figure. This is an old figure. Has he got any um, time things near at hand? No. But yeah. Anyway, so it's like 20 years old or something, at least. About 20 years old. And in good condition. A bit of chipping on his chrome, that's to be expected. So, but yeah. So when you can still find and pick up like 20-year-old near pristine figures and also get figures like this, that's a good time, man. That is a good time. Now, exclusives, things like that are coming. Most of them we've managed to wrangle. Thrust, we haven't. So that's a shame for the completionists, but come on. I'm sorry, Thrust fans, but Thrust is not. He is not a main character. He is part of a collection. At times Skywarp and Thundercracker are barely main characters. Coneheads, not so much. They're just the three other jets. Yeah? So, this talk that, we're missing out on a main character, it's like, what the hell has Thrust done? Who is Thrust? It's just a shade of red. I can't remember the fucking colour name of it. That's what he is. He's that Seeker with the VTL jets. What's his personality? He's not a main character. Sorry. And yes, but it's unfortunate because obviously having a collection, a full set of Seekers is very important to people. I understand that. And yeah, so it is distressing when he is missing, when some of the other, like, oh, I can get a Sandstorm and a Red Wing and all these other Bitstream or whoever, we can get hold of those, but we can't get hold of Frost. Yeah, because I with my Seekers, I only want the six. I do want the six. I've got the six in Legend scale, so I'm not really that arsed personally. But I can see why it'd be gutting for people. But doesn't the fact that he's not a main character. He's part of the collection. Um, yeah, so I think as far as official stuff's going, the official stuff, the official of that price point, the deluxe and the mainline price points of the War for Cybertron stuff and the Studio Series stuff, it's bright, it's vibrant, and it's. I think the Netflix Siege, I know, has brought more people back into Transformers and people who were never into Transformers. So it's been good. It's been good. So there's a lot of enthusiasm, I think, and that's always a good thing. I think if there would have been conventions this year, it would have been mental, absolutely mental. But we're doing best we can. Not going mad at all. I'm more of a third party guy, and I think I'm losing a lot of interest in that type of thing. There's been a few really cool one-off figures, but they've been few and far between. There's a lot of the old companies have slowed production down even before the Rona. Everything has been slowing down anyway to reveals and actual things being produced. MOC took how many years to do the DJD? How many years? Lots of years. So it's kind of that's slowed down. So it's not as enthusiastic about that anymore. And I think the kind of when Hasbro stopped Zeta doing that Unicron that got released anyway, I think that put a fire up the ass a lot of third-party companies, and whereas they're still getting some that are being slavishly identical to G1 designs, I think there's more emphasis now on being creative and making things that are stylized again, which when third party started, they were all very stylized because they had the fear that they'd get shut down by Hasbro. So I think we're getting more stylized things, which for me I prefer, but we're just not seeing that in realization in real plastic form as yet. Again, with the dreaded Brexit coming up, a lot of these third-party figures are all import things, that we don't know how that exactly is going to impact on the industry as a whole. So I think we are currently in a golden age for mainline stuff. I think third-party is dwindling, and next year could be wild. So yeah, I think it's a good time. Well, thanks for asking the question. I hope you've enjoyed my response. Frost is not a main character. Be excellent to each other, party on, dudes, and because you deserve it, social distancing, bump the fist, bestow, fisto!